Hi, I'm Max. Aeronautics has been out for some time now, and my oh my is it a brilliant mod. So today, I'm going to show you how to build a classic plane using Aeronautics. I've made sure this design is well balanced, has a clean silhouette, and 2 seats for you and your friend to enjoy the skies in a classic style. Now let's get right into it. Right, let's get ourselves a little bit of space from the ground. We're going to start with the engine section. 3 horizontal chain drive like this, speed controller in the middle, set it to anti-clockwise all the way to the max. A grey metal cogwheel, courtesy of Create Dreams and Desire. A set of chain drive twisted like this, and 4 portable engines wrapped it all around. And there's the engine section. Now these chain drives on the front will distribute the power to the whole plane. The top one will be for the propeller, the middle for the ailerons on the wings, and in the back for the elevator flaps. Let's do the aileron first. We'll need a directional gear shift and a gearbox. We reuse the power that will come through from the side, but I'd like to extend it forward a block. So let's use the chain drive to extend it out. Place a torsion spring. Set the max angle to 45 degrees. A mechanical bearing and set the mode to only place when anchor destroyed. The same as on the other side. And there's all the create part for the ailerons. Now the elevator. Similarly to the wings, it will be a directional gear shift and a gearbox. And we need to extend it out for about 5 blocks with the shaft. Chain drive and twist it up a block. A torsion springs and a bearing with the same settings. And up next would be the propeller. We send the power over with the shaft, and then send it down using a mechanical belt. Place 3 more shafts, and an analog transmission. So the power will go through the shaft, and this will act as a speed controller, and it will send the power through to the side. I'm going with the dark metal cogwheel for this. And the propeller bearing. And we use the symmetric sails for the blade. Let's encase these normal cogwheels. And we need a floor right here, so I'll place a wall. Next we're going to do the seats and the controls. This plane would be a 2-seaters. A throttle lever. So when you pull it back, it will stop the propeller. And when you push it forward, the power goes through and the propeller will spin. Let's place a gimbal in the back seat for the co-pilot. Right, and on this casing I'm going to do a landing gear. A wheel mount just below this copycat, and right click to put a tire on it. And that will be all the mechanical parts of this plane. Now we need the wings. But first you're gonna have to encase the cockpit. I will be going for the scarlet red with this plane. And the ailerons would be asymmetrical sails. Place it out for 7 blocks. And for the wings, it would be a normal windmill sails. Just about this length. Same for the other side, and be sure to check that it is symmetrical. Now for the back. For the stabilizers, it would be all symmetrical sails. We're also going to need a physics assembler. Now the elevator, just like the wing, it would be asymmetrical sails for the control surface, and a windmill sails for the normal wings. Let's add a few handles to the body, just for the easy access from the ground. We're still missing a real landing wheel. I'm gonna use a grindstone for this instead. The plane is almost ready for flight, but we do need a control links. A redstone link on both sides of the directional gear shift. Set all of them to receive mode with the wrench. Now I'm going to use a placard for a signal link. Red and lime for the ailerons. Black and white for the elevators. And then we can link them up with the typewriter. Basic WASD. Let's try power the plane and see if I said this right. We do that by feeding a blaze cage to the engine. Propeller first. It is spinning it the right way, that's good. I'll disassemble them for now. And I set the left and right wrong. This one should be lime, and this one's red. So now if I were to click A, the left one should tilt up. And D will tilt up the right one. Let's tilt the elevator up. W down, that's correct. Alright, at this stage, the plane can now fly. Though we're not done yet, we do need some decorating. But before we do that, let's talk about today's sponsor, Piggo. Piggo is a hosting provider made for friend groups who just want to play modern Minecraft without a hassle. Whether you're running Create Mod, Create Aeronautics, Cobblemon, or whatever your favorite mod pack is, Piggo's team troubleshoot mod packs every day. So you don't need to understand the server setup or mod issues. Piggo just makes sure that it is easy for you and your friends to just jump in and play. The connection has been great too. I'm halfway across the world from the server and there's still runs smoothly. Use promo code Madden to get 25% off your first purchase. Oh, and they're doing the free standard plan until the 1st of July, so be sure not to miss that. And now back to the plane. Alright, and now we're gonna color the wings and start them to red. Twin stripe would be a nice accent. Right for the elevator flap as well. Now I will leave the stabilizer as white. In fact, I'm going to make the top part of the plane as white. So let's cover up the mechanical parts with the copycat. Just like that. I will leave the chain drive exposed just to save some weight. For the canopy, at the front will be a slope layer, a clear leather glass texture just to give some nice metal frame looks. For the rest of the canopy, it will be trapdoors so you can open and close them. And lastly, the engine cover. Swishing it up with the local metals for an industrialized feel. And the boot is done. Now let's glue them up and ready for assemble. Press Ctrl and hold and scroll until the honey glue covers the whole plane. And we're ready to fly.